Good morning. Welcome to the chemistry session. Today we are going to learn about the classification of elements and periodicity in property. Now before we start with the classification of elements and periodicity, let us learn that why there the need arised for classification of elements. As we know, all existing matter in our surrounding is made up of basic units known as elements. Initially, in 1800, only 13 chemical elements were discovered. After some advancement in technology in 1865, about 63 elements were discovered. 63 more elements were discovered. This created the need for the periodic classification of elements. Presently, there are 118 elements known to us. Out of these, 118 chemical elements. Some elements are man-made. When there were only 31 elements, it was relatively easy to study the properties of these chemical elements individually. Now the number of elements has raised to 118. It would be very cumbersome to study the properties of every element individual. In order to ease the work, scientists started thinking about a method so that the study of elements can be simplified. They decided to organize the elements in a periodic table according to the information available about the elements and various characteristics shown by them. It was observed that elements show periodically, sorry, it was observed that elements show periodicity in their properties. Many tables were made to arrange the elements in an ordered manner based on their characteristics to study the properties of elements in a fixed pattern. So what is the modern periodic law? As I told that many periodic law, before modern periodic law came into existence, there was Dobrener triads, then Mandelic periodic table, Newland octaves, right? But modern periodic table is a table that we are using nowadays, which includes all the elements. Hence, modern periodic law says the properties of elements are the periodic function to their atomic numbers. The periodicity in properties is due to repetition of similar outer shell electronic configuration at certain regular intervals. The elements are arranged in rows called as periods and columns or groups. The table consists of 7 periods and 18 groups. Period indicates the value of n, which is also known as principal quantum number for the outermost or valence shell. So this is how the classification of elements looks like. Okay, so let's understand this. In the long-term periodic table, the elements are arranged in the order of the atomic numbers. Atomic number of an element is equal to the number of protons inside the nucleus of its atom. The general features of the long form periodic table, as you can see here, the elements are divided into the block elements, that is S block, P block, D block and F block. And even you can see that they are classified into 18 groups. Right, these vertical columns are segregated as groups over the horizontal rows are called as periods. So here do we have the brief descriptions about the periodic table of the elements. You can see we have totally 18 groups and each group have the different name, and even we have the 7 periods as well. We have segregated the elements blockwise where S block elements, they are known as alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. Whereas you can see the D block elements, right, they are known as transition metals. Overall, the P block elements, they are classified into other metals, non-metals, halogens and noble gases. And even you can see these D block elements, that is the transition, this F block elements, it is classified as lanthanides and actinide series. So what are S block elements? On the basis of electronic configurations, the elements may be divided into four groups. First group is S block element, where the electronic configuration of an element ends with NS122. That means group 1 will have NS1, whereas group 2 will be having NS2. So all the S block elements are metals. Next comes P block elements. These are the elements in which the last electron enters P subshell. I have segregated as which are the P block elements so that you can memorize the elements and which comes under the P block, and it becomes very easy to identify that which elements are coming under P block with the help of the electronic configuration. If the last electron enters into the P block, P subshell, that means those elements are coming under the P block elements. So which groups are present for the P block elements, that is the group 13 to 18 elements of the periodic table is included by P block. Now most of the P block elements are metalloids. Metalloid means they can act as metals as well as non-metals. So they are also called as semi-metals and non-metals, but some of them are metal as well. The general electronic configuration of the valence shell is Ns2Np126, where N is equals to 2 to 7. Ns2Np6 is stable gas configuration. The electronic configuration of Hu is 1:2. D block elements. These are the elements in which last electron enters D subshell. These are present in the middle part of the periodic table between S and P block elements. D block elements include group 3 to 12 groups of the periodic table. All our D block elements are metal. So D block elements are also known as transition metals. The last electron fills in n-1 d orbital. The outermost electronic configuration of D block elements is n-1 d1 to 10 and s1 to 2, where n is equals to, that means the principal quantum number will be equal to 4 to 7. So here comes the series of D block elements, that is 3D series. In 3D series, the elements are present from the atomic number 21 to 30. Whereas in 4D series, it is 39 to 48. In 5D series, we have different, right? Lanthanum, which is having atomic number 57, and then hafnium to mercury, that is 72 to 80. Okay, so these are the D block elements that you need to remember. Next comes the F block elements. These are placed separately below the main periodic table as we have seen in the previous slides, right? These are mainly related to 3b, that is group 3 of the periodic table. There are two series of F block elements as under, that is 4F series known as lanthanides, which is including 14 elements from Ce to Lu, whereas 5F series, they are known as actinides, which again includes 14 elements, that is thorium to lawrencium, that is 90 to 103. The general outermost electronic configuration is n minus 1, 1 to 14, n minus 1 S2, n minus 1 P6, n minus 1 D0 to 1, and the last is ns2. Hence, n is equals to 6 and 7, which is the principal quantum number. So, in this video, we have learned about how the elements is been classified into the different blocks. So totally we have 4 different blocks, that is S block, P block, D block and F block. Now these blocks are comes under the orbits. You might have noted that with increase in atomic number, right, the electrons start entering into these block elements. I hope this is good enough for you to remember the different block elements. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good day.